song, but I messed this up. Hold on. Well, we got to let this play out. But let me just tell you something. We are going to talk all things EAA Chapter 864 and the Pancake Breakfast and all the great events. We got Randy and Jan in here. I should have played Learning to Fly by Tom Petty. That would have been like I completely botched that. I'm kind of embarrassed right now. You know, I don't even know if I can. I don't know how I'm going to do this now. You know, I ruined it. You know, it really is good to have you guys in the studio today. And really, it's always great to talk about the chapter. I know when I was at the fly-in, learning a little bit more, and really great to see kind of how it all works.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a good time when we have everybody out at the airport and let them see the airplanes and just learn about aviation.
Well, and it really just inspires so many children, too. And you really got to see that at the fly-in, which I thought was really cool because I've never really paid much attention to that, to be honest with you, until the fly-in that day. And just to see all the kids kind of light up and go, man, this is awesome. It was fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good educational opportunities that we can help to show the kids how the airplane actually flies and what makes things work.
Right. Well, and now, what is the EAA?
The EAA is a group of aviation enthusiasts. It was started by a gentleman by the name of Paul Proberezny in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Basically, it was a group of people that wanted to and enjoyed building their own airplanes. Mm-hmm. So it started there, and we still build a lot of airplanes, but it's grown from there as well. It's a social network, and it's an educational network. We try to teach and keep pilots informed on different aviation topics.
Well, and also, too, what is this Air Venture that's coming down the pipeline?
Oh, my. Air Venture is a huge air show. It's the largest air show in the world, I believe.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. It's the world's busiest airport for that 1 week. During that 1 week, they'll have air shows. They've got educational opportunities that are just unbelievable. Approximately 1,600 seminars during the 1 week.
Wow.
You can learn to weld. You can do composites. You can do fabric covering. They build an airplane sometimes at Oshkosh in the 1 week. And at the last day, they actually take it off on the runway.
Wow.
You know, it's not painted,
right.
But it's still complete aircraft.
That's incredible, though. I mean, that's truly incredible.
The learning opportunities are just amazing. You can not only learn how to build an airplane, but maintain it, different piloting techniques, you know, how to learn to fly. It's all there.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Do you guys go up quite a bit to this?
Oh, yeah. I can't say we do it every year, but...
We used to.
Yeah, we used to. We've had a lot of our family's friends join us up there. And...
We camp.
Yeah, we camp up there.
Oh, see, now that would be fun to go do.
And it's camping literally out in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
Where you're self-contained and, you know, there's shower houses and those little markets and places. Mm-hmm. But it is the greatest place. You meet people from all over the world at this event.
I'm sure.
And we've camped next to folks from South Africa, Australia, that fly in just spend the week at the air show. And then a lot of times they'll actually get a vehicle and they'll travel around the country while they're there.
I love that type of stuff, though. That's really cool. Yeah. And now, is that available on like tickets and all that information on the EAA website?
Yeah, EAA.org in that, and just look it up. There's gobs of videos out there on YouTube and every place else.
Airventure.org has a lot of.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Has a lot of videos.
Well, and now when it comes back to Chapter 864, take me through your two roles.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Let's see how many hats do we wear. I am actually officially the Young Eagle coordinator, and Young Eagles is a program where we fly kids for free ages 8 to 17.
Wow.
And take them on an orientation flight, get them that spark of possibilities for aviation, and then tie in education.
Yeah.
Math and science and engineering and... Just to get them excited.
That's awesome.
and potential career opportunities.
Well, and two, I mean, it's one of those where it goes so much, further than that when you realize what's truly available out there. And like you said, it doesn't have to be necessarily piloting the plane, but when it comes to even working on one as a mechanic or, all those other components, that's really cool. Has the Young Eagles grown pretty good?
Oh, yes. Worldwide, since it started about 30-some years ago, they've flown 2.3 million kids.
Whoa.
Which, and some of those, are repeat flyers.
Right.
But those repeat flyers, even, a lot of times they will go on and get their private pilot's license, maybe get in the military and doing something with aviation, become commercial pilots, either flying jets or the big airliners. We've had quite a few that are kids, and I say our kids because they can still communicate with us a lot of times, and sometimes they'll come back and show their enthusiasm and their love for aviation.
I love it. And Randy, take me through your part of Chapter 864.
Well, I am one of the Young Eagle pilots, but I also work with the scholarship opportunities that are available for kids.
That's really cool.
This last year we had a young lady that basically her private pilot training was completely paid for.
Oh, wow.
And it's just an amazing opportunity. And then we have another chapter scholarship where we assist an additional person with sharing some of their expenses.
That's really cool. Yeah. Well, and Randy, take me through what it's like flying those kids around in that Young Eagles program, too.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. Quite a few of the first-time kids are somewhat apprehensive about going up in an airplane for the first time.
Sure.
And I really understand that. But I go take the kids for a walk around the airplane, show them the different control surfaces, how the airplane actually flies, what it takes to maneuver the airplane. Once we do that, we'll get in, start up, we'll listen to the weather, talk to the control tower, we'll taxi out to the runway, we'll get approval for takeoff, and we'll go for a 15 to 20 minute ride around the area. Maybe hopefully see their house or something like that and point out different obstacles. Well, there's Walmart or there's the Lock and Dam, and Lewis and Clark, and they can see where they are within the community.
That's so cool. Well, and honestly, now whenever you're up there, what are some of the questions they ask when they're in the plane? That would be kind of fascinating for me.
How fast are we going? How high are we going?
That's cool. Okay.
What else can you do?
So when are we doing a flip? No.
No. When we take the kids up, we stay flat.
We don't.
You gotta,
no aerobatics allowed. And by the way, the Young Eagles program is really neat because it gives those kids that are a little apprehensive, and even the parents, a little peace of mind that, hey, these folks that are flying these kids, safety is the first priority. If it's not a good weather day, our pilots don't fly.
Right.
And they're all checking each other that their abilities are right for these kids. And we do youth protection, so we're protecting the kids.
Well, that's good for parents to know, too, because I can see that's always, a conversation for sure.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah. And when you see these kids come down from the airplane, especially the ones that have been a little apprehensive, I tell them registration, go out, watch the other kids coming back and ask questions. And then after you go up, if you go up, come back and see me. And these kids are grinning from ear to ear and are saying, when can I go up next? When can I go up next? And it's like, that's why we do this.
Well, in Chapter 864, you guys are based out of the St. Louis Regional Airport, correct?
St. Louis Regional, yes, sir.
When do y'all meet?
We meet on the second Thursday of the month at 7 p.m. at the St. Louis Regional Airport Administration Building.
Really cool. And now, what are some of the duties of the chapter, throughout the course of the year?
Well, it's kind of what we call a three-legged stool. We try to involve aviation, education, and some social activities. So we'll have different events that we'll host, like a pancake breakfast or a fly-in or what we call a fly-out, where a group of pilots and multiple airplanes fly to a different airport, maybe to go see something or
have
just go to have a nice lunch someplace. But a lot of times when we do that, if we know of an individual that doesn't have an airplane or is interested in just seeing what it's all about, say, come on and go along with us.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, and also too, is anyone open to be a part of the chapter?
Oh yeah. Anybody that's got any interest in aviation, they don't have to be pilots. Mm-hmm. We welcome anybody, and it's great social.
Yeah.
You know, we've got people of all ages. We've got young people, 15, 16 years old in our chapter, all the way up to 80-year-olds. We've had a young, and I say young lady, 65, retire from her job, get a pilot's license.
Oh, that's cool.
And you know, so aviation's for anybody at any age level.
Well, and also coming down the pipeline, and we're here in just 4 days. Is going to be the pancake breakfast. It's crazy that we're almost out of May. You know, May the 17th, 7:30 in the morning until 11:30. And now, where's this going to be at?
This will be held at Piston Aviation, which is right next door to the control tower at St. Louis Regional Airport.
Okay, perfect. And then take me through what the sights and sounds of this event are going to be like.
Oh, you'd have an all-you-can-eat pancake, scrambled eggs, sausage, juice, coffee, and that. And then hopefully the weather's going to cooperate with us, and we'll have airplanes not only from our airport, but from other airports flying in to enjoy pancakes and talk about airplanes with everybody.
Cool. And now adults are $10, and then kids 4 to 12 are $5, correct?
Yes.
And then under 3 is free?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And believe me, those 3-year-olds can put away the food.
And then take me through some of the hands-on educational activities.
We'll have some devices there that will help describe how a wing produces its lift. Mm-hmm. We'll have an old instrument panel there so that the kids can see what the instruments look like in an airplane, and we can describe to them what they do and what it means to the pilot, so that when they actually get in the airplane, they can look over at the gauge and say, "Oh, I'm doing 110 miles an hour."
That's awesome. Well, and then also you're having a Young Eagles rally, correct?
Yes, on June the 7th, from 9 to 12, we're doing a Young Eagles rally. The information for that is on a website called EAAchapters.org. They can go on that. It is online registration only. Mm-hmm. Our September event in the past, we've always done walk-ins also. We have 200, 300 kids show up. Our pilots have said, that's just too much. We need to have some control. And nationally, we have put together, our organization has put together a website where kids can see events in the area and go in and register, put all that paperwork stuff in there. And we know how many kids to expect, or we can assign our pilots to it. We can have everything ready for them.
One of the other things that's really nice about this EAChapters.org site, you can put your zip code in it, and then you can see what other chapters are doing as well. So if the timing for the Young Eagle flight for this chapter doesn't work out for you, well, maybe another chapter in our area would be holding one that would also work.
Absolutely.
So we want to get the kids up in the air, let them have their sensation.
That's really cool.
And like Chapter 32 over in St. Charles County does it on a monthly basis from April through, I think, October on the second Saturdays. And they've got an awesome opportunity. They've got a facility. They've got educational things. They do aviation merit badges for scout programs. Mm-hmm. And and we're affiliated with them also.
Right.
All of the chapters in the St. Louis region, we all work together.
Well, that's really...
Which is really good.
Well, it really is, because it helps grow, the organization even bigger and better than it ever could be.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, and now take me through this Aero Educate. What is that website?
Aero Educate is a free online program that kids, kindergarten through 12th grade, can get on, and they can actually do hands-on activities. And by the way, this is not just for kids. This is for parents. This is for teachers. For teachers, there are actually lesson plans to do different activities with national standards attached. They work with universities to get that tied to the national standards. So it's a great educational opportunity. And going to the fly-in, going to the Young Eagles programs, going to visit airports, all that in museums, that's all part of the Aero Educate. There's scholarship opportunities with that also.
Well, and with that being said, too, I wanted to go back to the rally. Is that going to be at the airport as well?
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that is at St. Louis Regional Airport, and we have a good time, weather permitting.
Always weather permitting.
And last September, we got Hurricane Helene came in, and our clouds didn't lift.
That's right.
And we had 200 kids signed up. We couldn't fly any kids because safety is the first priority. And our rules are we cannot fly if the ceiling of the clouds is that low.
Well, I mean, and safety has to be your first priority. I mean, even though, climbing a rock wall is dangerous, it's not flying in an airplane, and it's really important that you guys do those things.
Yeah. And by the way, flying in a small aircraft is not unsafe. The media likes to throw all those accidents out there on the news. But if you look at how many airplanes are actually flying at any time, you've got a very small percentage that have an incident.
Very good safety record.
It is a very good safety record. It's actually safer than driving in a car in a lot of ways.
Well, I agree, because it's like how many car accidents you hear about a day,
Yeah.
And really, when it comes to this pancake breakfast, what do you hope the community gets the most of?
Just exposure to the airplanes.
Because when these airplanes are on the ramp area, people will be able to go out and look at the airplanes. Our last pancake breakfast last fall, we had some different airplanes fly in that even our pilots were out there going, "Oh, that's really cool!" Getting all excited.
That's awesome. Well, and for more information, what's that website again, on your Facebook page?
Our Facebook page, you can Google EAA Chapter 864, and our Facebook page is also EAA Chapter 864. It'll also, I've seen the Pancake Breakfast on RiverBender.com. Appreciate that support of everything in the community that you guys do, too.
Oh, no worries. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I hope it all turns out well.
And we'll hope to see you. Come out and have pancakes with us.
I might have to. Pancakes are always a tempting offer,
Pancakes and airplanes can't pass that up.
That's right. At 10:27, we'll take a quick break. More Daily Show on this Tuesday morning comes back to you next in the heart of the 618.